Hey, what up guys? It's your boy Lil B, and today I'm gonna show you how to do outlines. Okay, if you're new to this channel, you should consider subscribing right now. Over here, we're all about tattooing, so I'm gonna do tutorials, reviews, also taking you around my journey with like vlogging. If you didn't subscribe yet, you should do it, or else I'm gonna punch you in the face. No, I would never do this. Anyways, let's get to today's subject. Okay guys, right now I'm using a 5 liner, so a regular liner, and I'm gonna show you how to do regular solid black outline. So the way I do it, I like to put a little bit of ointment on the skin first, kind of lube it up, but you don't want to overdo it to where like it's gonna clog your tube and the ink is not gonna go down anymore. So what will happen is like you basically do an outline with no ink, which you want to avoid at all costs. I like to take out a fairly big amount of needle, but like to each his own, so this is only my way. Before we get started, let me have a disclaimer. This is my way to work, so this is how I do my outline. It doesn't mean it's the ultimate truth, or there is no such thing as a truth. This is my way to do it, so hope you like it. But here we go. So if it's a long outline like this, I make sure like there's a lot of ink on it, and I just like stick it in and like drag, you know, and I make sure the needle like, you know, does the work. So I give time to the needle to like actually like penetrate the skin, and don't move too fast if I want that clean outline. So then I always like kind of come back and like, you know, like give it a little more body. And so I'm the type of guy that don't really like move like too like static. Like I'm not very static to where I move like very slow. I'll just like actually like kind of like scratch them in like this and come back and forth, and then like I come back and just stick it in, make sure it's in there. This is how I do like a black line. My style to do it is to kind of draw, man. I like to like kind of go like in several like low. I don't really like to just go from a point and drag all the way down, like being very stiff, which is a technique that works, but for my part, I rather just like kind of be like a little more like loose with it, you know. So I kind of follow the shape, like the kind of follow the line, but I kind of go like this roughly, where like you can see like the outline is already in there, but now I really like truly define my line, and I come back, and it's at that moment that I'm like really like more like dragging it in and really let it in, be a solid outline. So now it's very solid and it's in there. My way to tattoo is very similar to drawing, to the way I draw. So pretty much if I was drawing, I will never like do like one solid outline all the way to the bottom. I'll be like way looser with it. So I'll show you again. I'll come here and see like I kind of draw it like really quick. This is not like super precise, it's just me kind of like getting that form, like knowing where I'm going with it, and then I come back and I do my solid outline. For a lot of things, like it works, you know, for me it works really good to like pull the line towards me. But I also believe that like it doesn't really matter. Look, I can like come the opposite way and still do it, you know, like, so like it doesn't really matter. It's what works for you the best. One of the common advice too, it's like when you come back, like, so like let's say if I want to link these two outlines, it's to like come from where you already started. So I don't start over here, I start over here, to make sure I'm still like on the same line, and you cannot see where I stopped and where I restarted, basically, which is very it's very true. I do this a lot, you know, just to make sure like you don't see actually where I stopped and where I started. But once again, it's like if it works for you, the most important is that you find a technique that's working for you, and that's like making your outline looks proper, you know. So this is what I do for like the regular outline. Now, if I do like, let's say like I have like work that's a little like, it's a little lost right here, you know, like it's like I freehanded some bits and I'm not so sure of the shape, like I want this form to have. I'll come with like maybe a 2 drop of black, so it's very light. And I'll like really like, just like draw it, you know, like it's very, I'll go like very loose. And see, like, it's very much like I'm drawing. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just like really like deciding on the shape of this little thing right here. I'm like, okay, I want it to be like this, and I'm not ready to commit like straight up with the full black, you know. So I'm kind of giving it that shape, that form that I want it to have. And right there, you see, I already have it. So I have a very like, I have a grayish outline, which is not like a super solid outline. But sometimes when you're doing like realism, or when you're doing like drawing, like actually like portrait style, like tattoos, you don't want to have solid outline everywhere, you know. So you just like pretty much do a lot of scratch outline. So I don't know what you call this, but like I feel like I'm just scratching. You see, like right now the rays, I'm just like scratching the outline, the rays that's connecting from this piece I did yesterday. So like I want to blend it in, so I'm just like kind of scratching it in. So right now, you know, I define my form right here, as you can see. And what I'm gonna do, so same thing here. And also I want you to take note that like right here I'm with like 2 drops of black. I'm getting a very light gray, but I can also like, if I want, I can get like more of a, see, like I can get more of a, like I can even get like a black look. See? It's all about the pressure. Same ink right here. It's not full black, but like the pressure I'm putting, like I'm putting way more pressure, and look, now it looks like a solid outline. So you can play with pressure. For me, pressure is very important. When I'm defining the form, I'm doing very light pressure. When I decide to like do a solid outline, then it's where I'm like, okay, now I know I'm committing to it, and see, I let the needle do its work. I move slower and I drag it in, and boom. See, look. There you go. And then I come back from, not from here, but from a little higher, just to make sure, you know, like we're having this thing like I was talking about, like we don't know where the line stops, where it starts. It looks like one solid outline, and here we are. Then I come back just to give, like depending on the area, you know, you want to come back to give a little more body to your outline. So if you're familiar with my work, a lot of people ask me like, what size needle do you use to do your bold outline? And actually I can use a 3 tight or a 5 or whatever. I don't use like big bulky needles. I just build it up. So it's like right now I have a regular outline. I just come here and like basically like build up my line. See, right now I'm kind of building it up and giving it like more body, making it look like more like it's like making it bolder. So that way you can really like have a certain like bold look, and at the same time you make sure it's like sharp, because I feel like if you use like very big like liner needles, you don't get that sharp look. And then like when there is a little bit of like skin showing in between, like let's say like in between the 2 thin outline or whatever you have, like whatever you have like skin tone, like you just come back and fill it in. And here you got a bolder outline. Boom. So we have like solid outline, bold outline, kind of like draw style, like scratched up outline over here. The main things to remember, I guess, will be like to do whatever works for you. There is not like a universal truth, you know. You don't have to always pull the outline towards you. You can go up. You don't have to always restart from a little bit higher of where you stop. You can do the things the way you want. I'm always like doing my outlines a little different depending on the placement on the skin depending on the shape I'm trying to outline, you know. So there's no universal truth. What I invite you to do is to try to practice different techniques and find out what works the best for you. Let me know in the comment section what works the best for you and if any of the advice I gave you helped you to improve your tattoo game. I do hope like I brought value to your tattoo game today, and let me know also in the comment section what do you want me to show in some future like tutorial type of videos. If you're new to this YouTube channel, you should definitely subscribe. Over here we put a lot of content out and we put great stuff. This is not only about tattooing, this is about like just sharing the positive vibration that we have and expanding and try to get better all together. So we're doing a lot of vlogging. You can watch our weekly vlog called The Show over here. See us in our adventures all around the world, tattooing all kinds of different people, meeting all kinds of different cultures. You should visit www.lilbtattoo.net. That's my website. And if you're ready to book your appointment, and I think you are, just click on the book now button and we'll talk to you in the other side. Your boy Lil B, signing up.